Please welcome, firstly, our host nation, led by their captain, Mark Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, we present Shane Van Boning. He makes his 9th appearance. The Fireball, Mighty Shane, making his 3rd appearance. The kid from Kentucky, Skylar Woodward, making his debut. The Prince of Paul, Corey Joe. He makes his 9th appearance as a 2-time MVP winner. And finally, please welcome the Iceberg, Justin Bergman. Nice to see him back as he makes his 2nd appearance. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the reigning and defending PartyPoker Mosconi Cup champions, led by their team captain, a former Mosconi Cup winner from Sweden, Wilson and Marcus Chamat. As he brings the coveted trophy, he's joined by his team this year. El Nino, Nick Vandenberg makes his 7th appearance, and he's still the youngest ever player in the tournament. Joined by the Terminator from the Netherlands, Niels Feijen. This is his 11th appearance and his 3rd time MVP. Making his debut from Austria, please welcome the Mean Machine, Albin Oshan. And as he makes his 7th appearance and a former MVP winner, please welcome from England, Dynamite Darren Appleton. And finally, making his 4th appearance, ladies and gentlemen, making it into the team at the last minute by reaching the finals of the US Open. Please welcome Box Office Carl Boyd. Ladies and gentlemen, delighted to be joined by the founder and chairman of Matchroom Sport. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a member of the Billiards Congress of America's Hall of Fame, Dr. Barry Hearn.
Ladies and gentlemen, a few words from me just to say how excited I am to be joining you here at the Tropicana for the 22nd Mosconi Cup. Some of you are old enough like me to remember the first one, which was played in the bowling alley in Romford, Essex. And we had some wonderful games which we never saw on TV because they were played out back. The game has come on since then. The Mosconi Cup has grown now to a worldwide, global, syndicated phenomenon, featuring the best players in America and the best players in Europe. And when we see the crowds that we're going to get at Tropicana over the next few days, the biggest crowds ever in the history of the Mosconi Cup, and we plan to make the event bigger and bigger next year, moving to Alexandra Palace, the most iconic venue in London. And I think these players deserve no less. I'm proud this event's going to be shown all over the world, particularly live on ESPN3, throughout South America on ESPN Latam, to Scandinavia and on Viasat, right across Asia on Fox Sports, into Australia, New Zealand. Everywhere they watch the Mosconi, they want more of it. And I'm not surprised when you see the standard of play these two great teams are going to deliver. So for me, thank you so much for your support. Without the fans, it wouldn't be worth doing anyway. To the American team, Mark, who played the winning ball in my first ever Mosconi Cup. Welcome back as team captain. The worst job in the world. Because if America wins, the players take the plaudits. If they lose, they blame the captain. Ditto to Marcus Chamat, one of my favourite Napoleonic figures in the world of sport. He's slightly shorter than Napoleon, but we won't go there. He's acquiring grey hair just to be friendly with me, and a great team, the European teams, that have looked invincible over the last few years. Are they this year? Well, that's for the Americans to decide and for the Europeans to contest. Enjoy this feast, this festival of pool with the world's top players. Thank you again for your support, boys. Good luck to both teams. I hope the best team wins. Obviously, I hope it's Europe, because I'm terribly biased, as you might expect, but we'll be shaking hands and drinking beer, whichever way it goes. Have a great time. Enjoy the 22nd Mosconi Cup. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to tell us a little bit about the team he has, would you please welcome, representing our host nation, the USA, their team captain and former Mosconi Cup winner, Mark Wilson.
Well, I thought I deserved a couple entrances there, just one wasn't quite enough. Tonight, everyone in this room is my pool family, fans, Team Europe, Team USA. I'm honored and humbled to be here with you. The Mosconi Cup is the crown jewel of our sport, and just being part of this is a great honor and privilege that truly becomes a career-defining event. Luke Riches, Nick Teal, and Ann Fraser are the catalysts for making this event fantastic. 22 years ago, I met a man who has inspired me personally ever since. We were in Hong Kong at Bob Moore's event, and it was beginning badly. When out in the background, he stepped forward and made the most compelling and spontaneous speech. So powerful that I would have followed him into a flaming sea. I never forgot that and never will. Thank you to the chairman of Management Sport, Barry Hearn. Now just a word about my players. We'll start off with Corey Dool. He's a crafty veteran capable of winning using multiple methods. Normally regarded as the kid on any team, but despite that, still being young, he holds tremendous experience and tremendous value. Round of applause for Corey, please. Next up, we have Mike Duchesne, the fireball. He's smart and talented, and he owns the singular most powerful stroke in the upper tier of our sport. He also is a very spirited performer. A round of applause for my man, Mike Duchesne. 22 years ago, I played in the very first Mosconi Cup. Skylar Woodward was just being born. So that's kind of enlightening. And 4 years ago, he came to Lindenwood University, where he was thinking about coming to school, and that's where I first met him. I never dreamed that we might land here together in the Mosconi Cup. Round of applause for my very talented young shotmaker. Next up is my team leader. And he does so by example with his work ethic and discipline added to strict values of honor, integrity, and respect. Shane Van Bonen. Lastly, I could not be any more proud of him. He's grown and matured so much. Even since his rookie year just last year, Justin has turned a corner, is not only an elite level player, but he is the leader and leading us into the new age of the sport, Justin Bergman. That brings us to someone special. It's my wife, Kathy Wilson. She's very driven and irrepressible as a person who often lights a fire under me to do better. She personifies and operates on pure emotion rather than my style of analytics. The problem is she's often right. I sincerely would not do as well without her. I love you, wife. stepsons, Derek and Dylan. Derek has a background in broadcast, as you all will soon learn, and he's been my patient guide. Dylan, he's supplied me with tremendous support to make my dream come true of promoting and proliferating the sport. I love them both, and it means everything to me that you guys are here. Don Wardell is much more than a co-captain. He provides stability and great humor, along with a great sense of timing for when to make a setting point or allow things to proceed unrestricted. He makes me much more effective as a captain. Thank you, Don. That brings us to our Navy SEAL, Amir Pishdad. Most of you already know him. He's our team motivator and purveyor of relentless positivity and contributes a great deal to stimulating courage when adversity strikes. This week, we've had a couple incidences of tardiness for practice. Skyler was warned that with further instances of tardiness, he would be sleeping with Amir. He's been a half hour early ever since. I told him Amir likes to cuddle. Team USA is really something special this year. The work and effort while earning their ticket to the Mosconi Cup and creating the new era for our sport deserves everyone's utmost respect. The result of what they are contributing will be felt around the world. This leads us to our team motto, all in, all the time. I want to thank you, everybody, for being here. And team, all in,
all the time!
Well done. Thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time now to hear from the captain and Team Europe, who on winning the Mosconi Cup burst into tears. That shows the emotion. Would you please welcome the reigning and defending Mosconi Cup champions led by their team captain, Wilson and Marcus Chamat!
Hi everyone. Thanks Barry for giving me the opportunity to be part of the event again. It's been 10 years. I'm a little bit older now than back then. You're doing a great job. Matchroom Sport putting this event is, I know what it means for being a player, and know what it means for you guys and for all of us. It's something special for the rest of our lives. Thank you very much. Okay, from all of us, 10 players, 11 players with Mark. Okay, thank you very much. I want to say thank you to Mark. You're doing a great job with your team. I mean, I'm looking on social media and everything. I mean, what you're doing is really a hard job. It's not easy, especially with so many great players to pick from. This year you have a great set of players, and I think you guys know you have to play very good in order to beat these guys. And that was pushes you even further. So good luck in the match, okay? My team. I mean, my spirit and my heart always belong to this team. It feels like, even though I know I'm not playing tomorrow, I feel like I'm still going to play. Although tomorrow my name is not going to be in the doubles. So, I want to start first with Nils. 3 times MVP in this event. World champion. I mean, what does it say about a player? Just there. I played with him since 1999. First time we played. And I think now, the last 2 years, the amount of tournaments he won is unbelievable. I think you're in the peak of your career now. Nils, to give a big hand for him. Cowboys, we call him box office. He got in the last minute by reaching the final at the US Open. And I started to do. World champion. I mean, every time I saw him the last 6 months, it's like, he looked at me funny, like, how can it be a Mosconi Cup without me in the team? I mean, he didn't say anything, just the looks he gave me, like, how can it be a Mosconi Cup without me in the team? And he proved, like, 1 month before the tournament that he's in there, so big hand for Carl, okay? And Nino, Nick Vandenberg from Holland, won so many tournaments the last couple of years in Europe and all over the world. The first remembers the strikes from always 2002 when he paired up with the great Steve Davis. I know Barry Hearn probably knows him like this, like brothers. It was a funny pairing, like when you look at their same tall, the shoes are like this big. And they played together, the mix was like great, like they were brothers from another mother, you know? And they took our team up to the skies. So, a big hand for Alina, Nick Vandenberg. So what can you say about this guy to the left? World 8, World 9, World 10. He won the US Open back-to-back. Darren Appleton, Dynamite. I mean, he comes out of his shell when it's this Mosconi Cup. I mean, when he won so many tournaments, when he comes to Mosconi Cup, he comes out of his shell. He analyzed everything, anything around it. He probably knows Barry Hearn's shoe size. And I'm not kidding.
I'll tell you later.
Big hand for Darren Appleton, okay? And last but not least, the rookie this year, Alvin Ushan from Austria. Big hand for him. He won the China Open this year. Last year he was runner-up at the World Championships of 9-ball. And according to Darren, he had the best season of all our players, all the great players. And if Darren says so, I guess that's the way it's going to be. He analyzed 10 times already. So big hand for Alvin, okay? Alvin Ushan. Rookie this year. English is not my first language, it's hard to fail your speech, so I will just keep it short. So what I'm going to say, last but not least, the stars of this tournament, Mosconi, I know I played it 6 times, and one big memory was the one Barry was mentioning out there was 2002, when we beat the Americans in London, Bethnal Green. And I was going to play Nick Warner to get us on the hill. It was so crowded and the English fans are really loud and call it crazy. So when I was walking down, there was no way to walk. So they carried me into the arena and I was going to play Nick Warner. And I won the game and put us on the hill. That was one of the biggest memory of me and Mosconi Cup. That's what Mosconi Cup is all about, okay? So the stars of this event is the 10 players. I want you guys to stand up and give a big hand for the players and give a good match, okay? Good luck, guys.
Barry Chamat, ladies and gentlemen. So delighted to now give you the all-important lineup for tomorrow's matches. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our first match, which kicks off at 11 AM, will be a team match. We'll get to see every single player. Match number 2, it's doubles. Representing Team Europe, Carl Boyes and Nick Vandenberg will take on Corey Jewell and Mike DJ. Match number 3, we're into singles. Neil Spyan will take on Justin Bergman. We're back to doubles. Alvin Ocean and Darren Appleton take on Shane Van Burning and Skylar Woodward. And to finish the play, we're back into singles action as Dynamite Darren Appleton takes on the South Dakota Kid, Shane Van Burning. What a lineup, what a way to get the action on the way, folks. This is brilliant, so many marvellous memories, but I don't talk about that scout camp. We are going to serve some food. We're going to take some pictures with the team, and we'd like you to mingle for a bit longer. But on behalf of Matchroom Sport and Party Poker, our title sponsors, welcome to the 22nd Mosconi Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all action. Don't miss one single minute. Thank you.